Good evening, humans. TyrannosaurusMoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the Ultraman Ribut figure from SH Figuarts. Figuarts absolutely kills it with all the Ultraman figures, and this is no different, so let's look at the details. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, this Ultraman figure is beautiful, and it does help that I absolutely love this particular Ultraman design. I think they really just did a great job with it. Right off the bat, we just got that really nice silver. It's just very shiny, but not too much so. Even with my lights, it's not overly reflective. I love the way Figuarts does the eyes with translucent plastic. Just always gives a really nice dimension. It looks really good rather, when you light it from the side too. So always a nice touch. Sculpt, spot on, looks fantastic. I think the only thing that I would have hoped for was maybe the red being a little more vivid, a little more, having a little more zazz, if you will. But everything else is just great. The metallic blues definitely pop on this. They look excellent, and then you come over to the shield arm and you get more of that nice translucent plastic. Adds a new dimension to it. Looks absolutely beautiful. One of the things I love about this design is a little like black bands over the hands and over the feet. I don't know why, stuff like that. Just really, like, I don't know, that's the thing I love about certain designs. So it's really great to see it here. And yeah, proportions are fantastic. Just definitely one of the best looking Figuarts Ultramans I've seen so far. We get an absolute ton of accessories with Ultraman Ribut, so let's not waste any time and jump right in. We get a couple of color timers, so blue on the figure right out of the box, and then red separately. Gotta be very careful because they're tiny. I wish that red wasn't quite as washed out, but it still looks pretty good. Then we get a bunch of hands, so fists right out of the box. Then we get a couple of kind of relaxed chopping hands. You can see the fingers are a little relaxed there. Then we get a couple of just actually relaxed hands. And then we get a couple of grappling / spread out hands. Then a couple of flying hands. And finally a couple of gripping hands. And those gripping hands move us into the weapons. So we get the splitter rod. So as you can see, really nice translucent plastic. That nice, beautiful shade of blue just goes into completely clear, maybe a little bit of white, and then it goes back into blue. Really nice looking. Then we get the Galaxium beam, and again, really nice. Not quite as translucent, but the light does pass through, and you can see we have a hand attached here, and that just attaches as anything else does, and that hand is attached. Then we get into the Ribut blocker, the bigger one, and we got that translucent plastic coming back. Looks very nice with the silver backing and then the red behind that. And as you can see, the hand is also attached here. So all you got to do is, well, you remove the hand, but also you get another forearm, so this actually fits on. So there's an alternate left forearm without the smaller Ribut blocker on it, and that just kind of comes in here. So that is all for accessories. Articulation here is fantastic. Not quite perfect, but definitely amongst the best of the SH Figuarts Ultraman figures. And you know, that is one thing I will say about the Figuarts Ultraman stuff, is that sometimes the articulation takes a little more to work with. It's not quite as good as I'd hope it'd be, but this is definitely one of the best. And starting head to toe, our head, we are on a ball joint at the base of the head and the base of the neck. So we can get that far down. We can look that far up. Takes a little bit of work, but you can get there. So, you know, kind of working on your flying poses, and then tilt for days because of that. Then we come to the arms. We have butterfly joints, which kind of move all the way around, so back and forth and up and down. Then we have these joints here. I don't know what to call them, but you can see the ball in the delt. So you get some rotation there as well as up and down. You can move all the way around. So this is kind of your bicep swivel as well as what would normally be a hinge and swivel. We are double jointed at the elbows, but we're only coming to about 90, unfortunately, due to the sculpt. Then we have those SH Figuart ball joints in the wrists, so you can pretty much move any way you want there. Ball joint in the diaphragm, so we're moving all the way around. Ball joint in the hips, so we can get some decent crunch, some decent arch, and lots of really good tilt. It definitely feels nice and fluid, and I love that about this figure. They come down to the hips. We do have drop downs. They're very subtle. Thought they were drop downs. There you go. You can see a little bit more on the right side. And then those come out. So we're almost hitting full splits. Definitely beautiful. And we get thigh swivel there. Double jointed knees coming to about there. And then for the feet, we're getting about that much point. Not really forward because of that sculpt. We have a toe joint and we've got some rocker. So the one thing I kind of wish they had here in the lower legs is something to rotate. Obviously they don't do a kind of shin cut for Figuarts, but I wish the feet rotate a little bit more. But other than that, really good, articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here he is with some other SH Figuarts. With some SH Monster Arts. With some Hasbro and Mattel. With some other imports. With some monsters. Finally, with Articulated Icons Oni and yours truly in human form as an Articulated Icons Ninja. So my final thoughts on the Ultraman Reboot figure from SH Figuarts is that this is absolutely top tier SH Figuarts Ultraman. It's a kick-ass figure overall, just great accessories, aesthetics are on point, articulation is fantastic. So yeah, can't recommend it enough. So with that being said, I will definitely be putting links in the description below to some of my favorite online retailers where you can find your own. So check those out if you're interested. And with all of that being said, I hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining. If you did, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, and or sharing. If you want to take it to the next level and help me even more, I'll have ways to do that in the bottom of the description. So please, please, please check that out. And with all of that being said, I hope you take care of yourself, take care of those around you, and most importantly, stay weird, simians.